Hello, everyone. Welcome back
Pachow.
I'm sorry?
Pachow.
Welcome back to Happy Hour FM, the happiest hour in all of Groningen. I'm Justin.
Thank you for the acknowledgement. I'm Chris, and I'm munching on M&M's.
M&M's, a lovely snack for a lovely day. The weather has been here or there, warm, cold.
It's been completely crazy.
A little bit crazy, but I'm still wearing shorts. I'm still very cozy, indoors, outdoors. It's not bad. Chris, how you doing?
Doing good. M&M's always lifts the spirits.
Some people hate that when you
When you chew into the microphone?
Yeah, when they can hear you eating.
Some people actually look it up on the internet. It's like ASMR or something. I personally don't get it, but some people are into that.
You know what? Let's account that those people are listening. Very good.
Yeah.
Well, Chris...
I've been skating. Life's good. Yeah.
Nice. Great.
Yeah. Anyway.
What are we doing today, Chris?
Well, we've got something pretty special today. Do you want to announce it actually, since
Sure, man.
You prepared the questions for today?
Absolutely.
So I think you can do it better.
It's been a couple weeks. We've been chatting. We've been working it out. I've been really excited to get a live music performance in our studio. Last week we had a live DJ set, but that's you plug in a USB. It's not the same. But this week, today, we've got some
Not
live...
to downplay David.
No, he did great. But we got some live music in the studio thanks to I was going to say good friend. We've hardly met, but I feel like it's going in that direction. Charlotte Hessels, welcome to the studio. How you doing?
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
I'm great. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited to be here today.
Yeah, excited. Yeah, first time on radio?
First time on radio, for sure.
Nice. What's your first impression?
It looks very professional. I'm impressed, yes.
Great.
The host could be better, but...
The host seems really cool, so I'm very excited, yeah.
Great. Well, we're really excited to have you here. So throughout this next hour, you're going to play a couple songs for us, each of them different vibe, well, maybe different feel, different theme, and we're going to kind of let you take us on a musical journey, so to say. Yeah.
That's great, yes.
But before we get into that, what can you tell the audience? Who are you in a basic way?
So I'm Charlotte Hessels, as you mentioned. I'm a singer-songwriter from Groningen. I play the guitar and I sing. I write my original music, and I like writing about my passions and life lessons. And as you will probably hear, I like asking existential questions in my songs.
Nice.
And questions that may the audience might not know the answers to, or that they might still be wondering about. So I hope to kind of bring that on today as well.
I know earlier when we were chatting, Chris mentioned something about the necessity to make music, right? Do you also kind of vibe with that, where you just feel like you just need to make music?
Yes, for sure. I definitely do have it in waves, kind of. Some months I'm like, I need to make music, and I write more than other times. But it just kind of comes naturally sometimes to write. And
Another kind of maybe cliche philosophical question that's often asked to musicians in interviews, but is your music more about the question or the answer? Are you trying to find out things about yourself through your music?
That's deep.
As you will probably hear, it's more about the question.
Cool.
For sure, yes. I asked also literal questions in my songs quite often, so I think that answers your question as well.
Is it then up to the audience to answer?
Yeah, a bit, yeah.
Nice, yeah. Give them something to chew on, right? Something to think about. That's lovely. Yeah, great. So about you mentioned you sing, you play guitar. Kind of briefly, how did you get into those habits?
So I started with music when I was a bit younger. I played the flute before.
The flute?
Yes, which is very different. So
we've had some musicians
such a phallic instrument.
My man.
Just the first thought that came to my mind.
Anyway, we've had some musicians on, and they always start off with some totally other instrument, and then they eventually find the one, which is usually guitar or piano. But the flute, lovely. Yeah, did you have lessons or something?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I really liked it, but then eventually I got bored of it. Fair. And then I just randomly thought, let's play the guitar. I'd never done it before.
Yeah.
And I bought a really cheap guitar online and taught myself using YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Singing was really a thing next to it. It was not the main thing at all. It was just the guitar playing.
Okay.
But because it's just, you learn a few basic chords, and then you can learn a few pop songs, and then you sing with it because it's easier, and just because you know the song.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and then from that I learned that I liked singing too. And then I was like, oh, let's get a bit better at it. So I just sang a lot, and then
Good. Yeah.
and then started writing music eventually.
Fantastic.
Did you start with the idea, I have things to say and I want to write songs to express them, or was playing the instruments what came first, and
Yes.
then you thought, okay, I can also use this to write songs?
Yes, exactly that.
The second one.
The second
All
one,
right.
yes. I don't, I'm not like, oh, I want to say this and this and this, and then I pick up a guitar and write it. It's more the other way around. I'm playing, and then like a melody comes up in my head, or some lyrics come up, and I just piece it together like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're going to hear some songs from you later, and I'm sure we can dive into kind of each song as we hear them. But generally, what goes into songwriting for you? What do you start off with?
It depends a bit. As you will hear later, I have one song that started off as a poem, but then most of my other songs, they just kind of simultaneously get the lyrics together with the melodies. I'm just kind of on my guitar playing some chords just here and there, and then slowly something kind of comes together.
Yeah.
And then usually there's like a bass line, but then I need to kind of, I need a bridge, or I need a bit more of a structure here and there, and
Right,
just change it up. Yeah.
As a person who dabbles in songwriting myself, I'm curious to hear your opinion on this. Do you sometimes sacrifice the meaning of a lyric for the sake of a good hook? Like, do you use words that just sound well, even if they don't exactly fit the meaning of the song?
I don't think, like, maybe it's happened that I changed some words here and there just to fit the melody better, but never that the meaning gets sacrificed.
The integrity stays.
Yeah, for sure.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, maybe one last question before we get into the first song. You categorize yourself as a folk indie singer.
Yeah.
And just curious, how did you find that label, and how does that label kind of summarize you?
I think, I don't know where exactly, but one day I just had to categorize it, and I had a hard time finding that, so I just asked other people, and people were like, oh, it sounds really folky, and I was like, oh, really?
Folky,
and
sure,
then
yeah.
and then but also just other artists that I take inspiration from, I think are a bit more in that area.
Yeah.
So because I take inspiration from them, I kind of land in that kind of category too.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, if you just listen to stuff and people recognize you as that stuff.
Yes.
Very great. Well, we can get into it. Maybe before you play, where can people find you on social media and stuff?
So my Instagram handle is at charlotteh.music.
Nice.
And on Spotify as well, Charlotte Hessels, just a full name. And I have my debut single out now on Spotify since April. It's called Time to Grow. It's also the song I'll be starting with in
Excited.
a minute.
Yeah.
And I've been very happy with the responses so far, and I'm happy to share it here.
Fantastic.
As well.
Well, if you would like to make your way to the
I will make my
guitar,
way.
we're going to take care of the rest. We are very excited to have Charlotte performing. So Time to Grow will be the first one. Time to Grow is well, I have some questions prepared actually about the recording process, the writing process for Time to Grow, and we'll get into that after the song. But,
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to hearing this.
Yeah, the enthusiasm in your voice is palatable.
I'm just wondering if I should get up to hold the door, maybe.
Hey, do as you wish.
So it's not,
We're in this.
I think I'm gonna do that.
It looks like a monkey gym in the studio, but hey, we're making it work. I think we are almost good to go.
It's very professional.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, hi to Jan Willem, who is in the United States.
Oh yeah, our other host Jan is in the United States, currently getting
forgot to
scammed on
mention
hot
that
dogs.
in the beginning.
Yeah, amazing.
So he's having a good time.
And if you at home, if you have a question for Charlotte or us, DM us at our Instagram, Happy Hour FM, and we'll be sure to relay it to her when she's done.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we're good to go. Let me just look at the technician, Alexander. He's giving us the thumbs up.
We're gonna go on door duties now.
All right, so this is going to be Charlotte with the first song, Time to Grow.
I can't wait to go home to a place I know I don't belong, but only for so long can I hold on. I don't want to let you down. cry out till I hear in your arms and never let you go. But I know that it's time to grow. Sounds so lovely, yet I want to shout in my head, not this, but it does all make sense. I just want to cry out till I hear in your arms and never let you go. Oh, but I know that it's time to grow. My thoughts are so two-faced, but so is life, so is this day. My thoughts are so two-faced, but so is life, so is this day. My thoughts are so two-faced, but so is life, so is this day. My thoughts are so two-faced, but so is life, so is this. I can't cry, oh, I won't lie here in your arms, and I should let you go, 'cause I know that it's time to grow. But I just want to cry out till I hear in your arms and never let you go. Oh, oh, oh. But I know that it's time to grow. I know that it's time to go.
Fantastic stuff. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. Wow. All right, Charlotte, take your time, make your way back to the chair.
This is really cool.
That was fantastic. Wow. I'm here on the faders just hoping everything's sounding good, but I think that sounded good. I'm getting some feedback from some people listening at home, and it seems all good. Amazing, amazing. All right, have a seat. Have a seat.
Thank
what a
you so much.
superstar over
Good
here.
job.
Good stuff. How did that feel?
Yeah, good. Yeah, it was a bit nerve-wracking, but now I feel chill. So.
Lovely. Yeah, you get it out, right? It's just some of the adrenaline.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to butt in with a question for Time to Grow, because you can tell us all about it afterwards. But I know that you wrote the song about 4 years ago, right? So it's been cooking for a while, right?
It
but
has
then
been.
it was only like last year when you actually recorded it with Miranda Green in Australia,
Yes,
right?
that's correct.
How was that process like? The whole 4 years to write in all that, and then eventually recording it in Australia, of all things. Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I wrote it in around 2020, and I had done some attempts to record it myself, just at home with a microphone that I had and with my laptop. But I had no experience with producing or anything. So I did a try on that, but I wasn't very happy with it. It was just kind of like for myself and just to learn. And then I went to Australia on exchange from a university. And I did a music production course there.
Cool.
And that's where I met Miranda Green, and we became really good friends.
Nice.
And she's a very talented producer and also makes her own music.
Yeah.
So we became friends along the way, and she wanted to help me very kindly record the song and produce it. Yeah. So that's kind of how that kind of went. Yeah.
Yeah, I just have it here in the background. I just found the vocal processing, especially, I found really, really lovely. How was that recording all the different vocal takes, the harmonies and all that?
Yeah, so we were very tedious with it. We were very strict. She also was, which is very good, because otherwise it wouldn't have turned out like this.
Fair enough, yeah.
And we just did it at her home with a microphone she had that was a pretty good microphone, so that helped.
Great, a home setup. Nice.
Yes, and just in her bedroom. And then we did it in a couple evenings at her house, because I live pretty close to her.
Nice.
And just I came over and we did the guitar part first, which is fairly quick. Yeah. But then the vocals was many, many layers.
Sure.
So the main vocal, 3-4 layers, and then all the harmonies as well. And she's also very creative in that sense. So she came up with different runs I could do or harmonies I could make. So.
Lovely, yeah.
You have a very very nice sort of breathy layer to your voice. So I can hear in the recording you're playing, Justin, like there's a lot of compression on that, which brings that breathiness up. Super good.
Should we just listen to it for just a second? So people at home.
Yeah.
So this is Time to Grow on Spotify, the proper recorded version.
That it's time to grow. My thoughts are so two-faced, but so is life, so is this day. My thoughts are so two-faced, but so is life, so is this.
And the rest of the instrumentation, is that also recorded live, or is it?
Yes. So she had a friend of hers record the drums live. And yeah, she said I was all very happy with it, and she was just, he's a very dynamic player. That's what she said. I'm not
it
drum
sounds like it,
knowledgeable, but so yeah, that's live. And then there's also some cello in it that she plays.
Wow.
And
some keys, I think.
Yes, some keys that she also played live.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Very nice. How does it feel like you perform a version for us that's just vocals and guitar, and then
down?
Yeah, of course the studio version has a lot more elements. Is there any part of you that wishes you would? Do you want to perform the full arrangement, or are you happy presenting like a different version of it?
Yeah, good one.
Yeah, it's crazy because it did change quite a lot through the production process, I think. But I'm very happy with how it turned out there, and I think there's just a lot of things added to it. It almost feels a bit like two different songs to me. This is the one I just played as the original. That's how I wrote it,
That's
how I intended it.
Okay.
And then this is the built up and expanded version,
Right.
kind of.
Yeah.
So, but I definitely want to work towards as well, like playing with others live. And I think that this is a great basis for that arrangement for like especially like a cello live. That would be amazing.
Cello's lovely. Yeah.
Nice.
I have a friend who was learning cello, plays some cello, and it's a cool instrument. Massive thing.
Yes.
But yeah, there's room for the act to grow.
Yes.
Live performance.
Whoa.
Cool.
Whoa.
That's a good one, man. Yeah, I mean, on the theme of the song "Time to Grow," I know you shared in some notes at least that it's about growing up, right? Aptly named. Anything you want to touch on about the themes of growing up?
Yeah, I think I wrote it, as I said, in 2020. It was kind of the transition going from high school to university, moving out of my old bedroom. It's kind of like from there that I wrote it. But I think it's great that, at least for me, the song has changed in meaning as well along the years.
Yeah.
So, like I've obviously have like more life experience now, like done different things, and I think that's what I like about the song, that the meaning kind of is not very set in stone. And I've had people say that they think it's about a love song. It's not at all, but like
that's great.
I still love that people see that kind of meaning in it.
I like that you say that you're cool if people want to attach their own meaning to
I prefer that, actually, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is there any I was curious while listening to it, is there any like influence from Northwest European folk traditions, like Irish folk songs or something like that, or not really?
I hear that a lot, actually. There's not in particular.
Okay.
It's not like I was going for that, but almost everyone that hears my songs like, oh, it sounds Irish. And
Whoops.
I'm like, oh.
Maybe some people just have a knack for like tapping into a certain feel. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, I like it. That
Fantastic.
That, yeah.
Yeah. Well, great. I mean, what you were saying, it sounds like the mark of a good timeless song. People interpret it in so many different ways, and it'll keep being interpreted, I guess.
I hope.
Should
so.
we
move on to
the rest of our questions for after the next song?
After the next song, what are you going to play for us next?
The next song that I'm going to play is one that I wrote really most recently. I finished it, actually. I wrote the lyrics in Australia and then finished the whole melody here in the Netherlands quite a while after I wrote the lyrics.
How could you read them if they were upside down?
What? Oh my God. Oh no.
I have to fill in for Jan.
I had to think
He's
twice.
in the US.
All right, the show's over, guys. Okay.
No, and I had to let the lyrics cook, and I had to let it sit for a bit before I finished the song. But no, I'm very happy with how it turned out. So,
Great.
Yeah.
And this one's called
Cry for Help.
Cry for Help.
It sounds very depressive, but it's it's a bit upbeat, but it has some deep lyrics.
Fantastic.
Hey,
Well,
I like that. Well, while she's setting up, I will. Hey, Don't mute me, man. I know I've been making bad jokes.
Wrong fader, sorry.
While she is setting up, I will fill some time by noting that I also enjoy, for example, in a lot of Joy Division's music, for example, like a song like Love Will Tear Us Apart, like the main bass melody is so goofy and happy, and yet the lyrics are freaking heartbreaking, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think now that you mentioned that, like the biggest, what's the song by Eric Clapton? Tears in Heaven, right? The song is in, like, it's in a major key. It doesn't sound like, I mean, I guess it sounds kind of sad, but lyrically it's an awfully sad song, you know?
Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot.
Let's see if Charlotte compares to Eric Clapton. I apologize. Well, this is Charlotte with Cry for Help.
See ya.
Go for it. Well. Tech issues are always a part of life. We got no guitar in the audio. Lovely. Hey, a little bit of silence at home. You could just ponder, think about it. Looks like we're getting signal now. Thank you. Perfect. And now Charlotte with Time to Cry.
Time to cry. Cry for help.
When I go home, what will be waiting? So much changed, a different life. I know that things are ever changing, but watching you fight has been the hardest in my life. When you call me and I pick up the phone, I'm so happy that I feel so at home. But when you cry and feel like you will die, I can't lie, I break down and cry. Cry for help. Who could think we were not done with all that once begun? But life has more of us to ask. We have no choice but to face this task. When you call me and I pick up the phone, I'm so happy that I feel so at home. But when you cry and feel like you will die, I can't lie, I break down and cry. Cry for help. I'll be there. I'll be there. Oh, I'll be there. I'll be there. Oh, I'll be there. I'll be there for you. 'Cause when you call me, I'll pick up the phone, I'll be happy and feel so at home. But when you cry and feel like you will die, 'cause when you call me and I pick up the phone, I'm so happy that I feel so at home. But when you cry and feel like you will die, I can't lie, I break down and cry. Cry for help. Cry for help.
Yeah. Yeah, very nice. That was Time to Cry. No, I'm very sorry.
Like that one.
Here's the thing, I'm a professional. Welcome back to Happy Hour FM. That was Cry for Help by Charlotte Hessels, the second live song.
Can our listeners hear me when I shout from the back of the studio?
I think so, because of my mic's
cool,
here.
nice.
So,
Nice.
Thanks for the shouting, and thank you for playing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Charlotte.
Apologies
That
for
was
the...
really cool. Do you like Chris Cornell?
I don't know.
Oh,
Okay,
my.
fair enough.
I'm sorry.
No. That's cool because like it kind of reminds me of. He used to be the singer of the band Soundgarden. They were a huge rock band in the 90s. Anyway, he later went on to have a solo career. Some of his solo stuff is a bit more sort of folk meets R&B kind of mood. This just kind of reminded me of that kind of vibe.
Cool. Yeah.
But it's cool that it gives off that vibe even though you have no idea who the guy is.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
funny.
yeah.
So now that I hear
Great
the song,
one.
because I was at the live showcase at USVA, so the songs that you're playing today are also the same songs you played
Yes.
that night. Yeah, I'm just remembering now that was. How does it feel, the difference of like playing in front of a big audience versus playing, well, potentially a larger audience, but you don't see them?
I feel like I don't have to pay attention to how I look when I play,
Right on,
which I
yeah.
think helps.
Yeah,
Because
That's why we do radio.
you got faces for radio.
yeah, so yeah, I like that about this. I think like, I'm just a little bit more free in that sense.
Yeah,
But then the like performing live in front of an audience, visual audience, I guess,
Yeah.
is a bit more like you're in the whole. It's like a whole vibe. It's a whole different, like more serious kind of thing.
Yeah.
And this feels a bit more free and nice, chill, I think.
Sure. I mean, just from I know you've performed live recently as well.
Yeah.
But like, just from my experience, like, yeah, there's the nerves as well, and also maybe you get in your head and you're like, oh, how do I look? And they're staring at me. But then when you catch someone vibing, and you're like, okay, that's cool, that's cool, right?
From my experience, actually, Charlotte, tell me if you can relate to this or it's completely different from you. But I like most when the lights are right in my face and I can't see anyone in front of me.
That's true. Usually you can't even see the audience. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it will make it a lot worse if you can see them. Like,
Yeah.
really.
All the eyes staring at you. Yeah.
Because at rehearsals I've played in front of just like 5 people when you can see them fully. That's a lot scarier, I think, than for 100 people that you don't know. or
I
can't
totally
see or
agree.
anything.
Yeah. If you get on stage and you're just kind of blinded and it's like it's hot from the lamps, so you're like, oh, whatever. Let's just
Just
go.
playing for yourself at that point.
Yeah. Well, if you're not into playing music, get into playing music. It's very fun.
Are you talking to the listeners?
Yes.
Okay.
We do that. We do that sometimes.
Hi, listeners. Hi,
Yeah.
Benz.
Oh,
Who is
Ben's listening.
183 centimeters tall.
He is.
Or 4.
I think 184.
Ben's right. Anyway.
Yeah. There's no good segue, but for songwriting, do you have like a specific like location that you like to songwrite? Is it just like a bedroom, or you like to go out or something?
I don't know. I think usually it is my bedroom, just by myself. I think that's the most important thing. If I'm just by myself and no one can hear me, and then I can just freely go do whatever I want. But I've written also when I'm like on the move, I'm like in the bus or in the train, I can just like think, and then I've written some lyrics. Then I think no melodies with the guitar, obviously, but generally there's not as like one place.
Yeah, it's good with lyrics. You can just write. It's like poetry, right?
Yeah.
Do you find you're most creative when you're most tired, ironically enough?
Actually, yes.
Dude, that sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, because I think Time to Grow and a song that I'll play later, I wrote around the same time and all at like 1, 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And
What's that about?
Yeah.
Spur of the moment stuff. It's like lightning in a bottle for like each song, right? It just happens.
I think your rationality decreases then, and you can just be a bit more
fair,
emotional, probably. Yeah.
Sometimes you're more
Enter into reptile brain.
Yeah, the reptile
We
brain really
need more
helps.
reptile bands.
I do have a question on Instagram for you.
Nice.
I'll just read it out.
Yeah.
So it says, question for Charlotte. What a fantastic voice you have. Such a fresh sound.
Yes.
I was wondering, what is the most useful advice you've ever gotten when it comes to singing technique?
Oh,
Nice one.
that's a great question.
And thank you for writing on Instagram.
Yeah. Thank you for the compliment as well. I must say that I have never gotten any advice on voice technique.
Wow.
I have never had any voice lessons as well or
Nice.
anything. So I just kind of do. So I can give advice myself, I guess, that I've given myself that helps.
That works.
Or maybe I've read it somewhere, I don't know. But it's just to, I just sing a lot and just to sing a bit out of your comfort zone as well. So just kind of, because I used to not have a high range or big range at all. And I started singing higher and higher and higher. And I would sing just songs I liked a lot and knew very well from other artists.
Yeah.
And if I sang them like 2-3 times and my voice hurt, I knew I was doing it wrong. So kind of kind of doing that in a different ways and just trying to make it less straining on
Do
your
something
voice.
else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fair.
And that's kind of how I learned.
I have a similar mindset. If people have asked me like how to learn like difficult stuff on guitar, because I like difficult stuff on guitar, then it's just like pick something that you really think is cool that's like way too hard for you, and just start learning it, and at the same time learn like the easy stuff, and keep coming back to it, and then you'll just keep like realizing what it takes to do the really hard thing. Yeah, it's like, just try the hardest thing you can, and you'll see where you're at, and you'll surprise yourself what you can already do. That's similar idea.
But also just learn songs as well, because exercises can only take you so far, but
learn songs, absolutely.
I think just find something that you like and try to play it.
That's how I did it as well.
Great. Well, speaking of trying to play it, what's your next song for us?
My next song is one that's called Alive, and I think this is the song that I wrote from poem first. Around the same time as Time to Grow, actually. I wrote it then, wasn't very happy with it, and kind of revived it the last few months. And yeah, it's a bit of an abstract song, I would say. It's a bit more, you can probably hear it's a bit poetic. And then... so the first two verses I wrote was the poem, and then I later added, like 4 years later, added the last kind of verse for it because it needed a bit more. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Nice. I know, because you sent me some notes, and I don't know if you wanted to bring this up, but I know you dropped Peter's name, right? That he helped you.
Yes, he did.
With some guitar stuff.
Yes.
What did he do?
Peter, he helped me kind of become a bit more, like add a little bit more flavor to like the guitar playing, I'd say, because he's a very good guitar player and piano player as well.
Yeah.
And I am not that great of a guitar player yet. Like I know my chords and stuff, but all the little things that he does, at least, he helped me with a little bit add to this song, because it was a bit more boring at first, I think, guitar wise, and he just helped me add a bit more spice to it, I'd say.
Great. Well, I'm excited to hear that.
Is this Peter Frampton?
Yes, it was Peter Frampton. I think isn't he dead? I'm looking at our. Peter Frampton was a famous guitarist. He's the vocoder.
This is Peter Boonstra.
Peter Boonstra. I love that name. No, he was on the show that we were both not on.
It was a rhetorical question, so we can refer to the show.
Yeah, shout out to Peter at USVA. I think he's still tagging along there. Right? Great.
Shaka bro.
What?
Shaka bro.
What does that mean?
It means time to set up for the next song.
Charlotte, to make your way, grab the guitar. We're going to make sure that sound 100%, 1000% works this time.
Oh, I'm going to grab some M&Ms. Want some M&Ms?
During the song.
During the song? Okay. I'll leave them in front of you.
Yeah. Charlotte, do you want us to take some videos for you?
Yeah, sure.
Fantastic. Live on air. Yeah, check out our Instagrams, her Instagram, all that afterwards. You can hear some audio, see some photos from what happened in the studio. This is Charlotte's next song called Alive. Let's go for it. Hold on. We're getting the guitar working. Let me just be here. There we are. Take it away.
Living, breathing, waiting for it's to come. We are sure I am too. Nothing will so simple, yet so hard. It isn't. We are space everywhere, yet so scary. mine. Her life, so simple, yet so hard. It isn't. We are. Everywhere, so long, but it's not.
Oh my. What a surprise ending. I do remember that from the live show as well. Yeah, it just ends. Amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So Alive.
Yeah.
Does that one catch the audience off guard with those stops
I
usually?
think, yes.
Nice.
Yeah. And the ending as well. I think it's kind of like, did she finish? It's
Cut
like
it off, yeah. And then they're like,
Yeah.
That's
No,
cool.
that's the
Fantastic.
part I wrote, like the latest, and I found it very fitting because it kind of was about being alive and like the uncertainty and things like that, and then it can also just end. You don't know.
Right.
Like,
Good.
and I feel like that fits melody.
what did you say?
What?
What? Did someone hear something? Never mind.
Are you okay?
I'm eating M&Ms.
Ah, man. This guy gets his own radio show, and this is how he decides to spend his time.
Happy Hour FM.
Happy Hour FM. Well, remember, if you have any more questions for Charlotte, please DM us on our Instagram at Happy Hour FM.
Or PM us at Happy Hour FM.
Dude,
Keep going.
great.
I'll be here all night.
Yeah, comedian, man.
Shut up.
So, what sort of guitar stuff did we hear that Peter kind of showed you?
It's kind of the changing up the strumming pattern a bit, and also the like switching up a chord, like changing little parts of the same chord, like instead of playing the chord the same time the whole time.
Sure, yeah.
I think that just kind of added a little bit of dynamics into it.
Lovely. Yeah.
Articulations. Nice.
Nice. For anyone who's just interested in getting a guitar, right? Just picking up one for the first time, what would you recommend?
That's a great question. I think just don't put any pressure on it, and don't feel like you need the best stuff as well to start, because the first guitar I started was €60 online, and it's definitely not the greatest quality, but I played on it for three years. And then and just play a lot, I'd say, and just play what you like and what you find fun.
Yeah.
Because that's how you just learn it. And with a few chords, you can already do many things. So yeah,
Great
definitely.
advice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I have, like, I'll ask you in a second about gear and gear snobbery specifically, but for me, I have a couple of guitars or whatever, but then I recently had the huge fortune of just getting a guitar for free from my boss's girlfriend. She had an old classical guitar. I didn't have a classical guitar. I like the feel of the nylon strings, right? I think it's quite cute. And she was like, "You can have it. It just takes up space. I haven't touched it." And now I've really been enjoying it. And it's just probably this dirt cheap guitar, but it's amazing, right? It's just, it totally evokes, it's something new, it's fresh, and it's just super inspiring. Yeah.
Just real quick story. I worked for this guy one summer who, in return for helping him out at his studio, he would lend me some of his gear.
Yeah.
And actually gift me some of it as well. One of the things he gifted me was a old beat up classical guitar that, no joke, he found in the trash in Berlin. Just someone had thrown it away.
Yeah.
And he gave me that. And the first time I strummed it, I was blown away because it sounds like nothing else, because the whole thing is so bent out of shape that, you know, when you pay $500 for a guitar, you kind of expect what you're going to hear.
Sure,
There's small percentage differences between high-end instruments like that.
Yeah.
But this thing, there's no other instrument that sounds like it, because it's not supposed to look like that. Like, it just happened through circumstance.
Yeah.
Anyway, to the point that Charlotte made, just pick up something and play.
Yeah, start cheap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's absolutely it. Yeah. But yeah, we chatted a bit over text, and I got the impression that you are not big into gear or something, which I know is for a lot of like musicians. Some musicians are really into pedals or collecting different guitars or synthesizers or whatever. And if that helps them get the sound they want, that's great, right? But I'm guessing you're in the camp of, you get the sound you want with just very basic sort of.
Yeah, I think I like the kind of stripped down version, just kind of pure and organic or something.
Yeah.
I really like that. I have a loop pedal actually that I'm just experimenting a bit with, but I've never performed with it. That's a bit of the next thing.
Yeah.
But I don't really have anything like special for gear, especially not for live playing. It's just a guitar and my voice is all I need.
Your voice carries it, yeah.
A little bit of echo on the voice and that's all.
Right on.
Yeah.
Do you record yourself at home? Work with DAWs, that sort of thing?
I have tried, but not that successfully. But right now I'm working on an EP. So I have asked Sam Vaas. He's also from the band Asymmetry. That was also in live support, and he has I recorded some stuff with him for some new songs, actually for Cry for Help that you just heard.
Nice.
I've recorded that with him just because he has like an interface and an actual good microphone, and he knows a little bit how to record stuff. So
fantastic.
Yeah, just go to friends that like know how to do this stuff.
Yeah. That's how you get it going. Yeah. Well, about performances, do you have anything coming up that you're excited about?
Not really for myself yet. I'm very excited to be here today. But yeah, no, I'm currently this summer in a play in the south of the Netherlands.
Yes,
It's Het Pauperparadijs, which is a professional play. I'm not a professional, but I'm in the ensemble, which is very fun. And
that's exciting.
It's a lot of singing, very great music
very nice.
by Lavalu. So I'm going to be doing that for the whole summer. I'll go there tomorrow again and play 6 shows a week. And then
6 shows a week.
Yeah,
nice.
it's very fun, but it's nice to be surrounded with so many creative people as well.
That's incredible. Wow.
The whole time, yeah.
How does that kind of fit in with doing music on the side? Or
it's nice to do something bigger, I think. But it's very different because that's singing with like 12 to 15 other people.
Sure.
And it's very different type of singing, which I was very surprised by. It's you have to listen to each other so much and like do these styles that you're not used to, and I think that helps me grow my voice as well. I think that's lovely.
Great.
Do we have 1 or 2 more songs?
We have 2 more songs to hear, so I'm thinking we should get going.
We should do another one.
What's the next song you've got for us?
The next song is going to be Gone. I wrote this, I don't know, a few years ago, I think. Again, it's a bit of a deep, mystical song.
All right.
Yes.
Well, let's hear it. I'm excited. So it's going to be Gone. Some mysticism, something deeper. I'm going to keep the mics on until we can absolutely guarantee that there is some guitar working before we go silent.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I will make some more videos.
You are listening to Happy Hour FM with Charlotte Hessels playing live for us. This song is called Gone, and stay tuned for one more song afterwards, and then we'll be off soon. Charlotte, give it a try. Give it some noise. We have no signal.
Yeah. Give us just a second. This always happens.
I think we're good actually. Yeah. Okay. Take it away.
The room is filling up with smoke, but I don't even know. Not until it's over and I'm in heaven and you are gone. Done, the damage is done. Look what you've done. It's over now, it'll never go back to the way that it was. You and me and you and me, just you. The room is filling up with smoke, but it's better now, so much better now. Let me cry, let me try, let me cry, let me try and heal my mind. The room is filling up with smoke, but I don't even know. Not until it's over and I'm in heaven and you are gone. So mad, so sad, so sad, so mad. Farewell to the father I thought I had.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Applause from all around. Applause from everywhere. That was beautiful. Wow.
very cool.
Very nice. Well, we got to get Charlotte back on the mic, and then we can shower her in compliments.
Some rock and roll chords right there.
Those were rock and roll chords, man.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful. That was really nice.
It was a bit heavier, that one. I liked it.
No, I think it's
Yeah.
it's
Oh, no,
about
the playing was a bit more aggressive. I
Fair
think.
enough. Yeah.
Would you
I
say?
liked there's a bit of anger in the song,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And I want to kind of get that out in the guitar playing, I hope so.
Yeah. Lovely. Anything you want to say just about the message of the song or the vibe of the song?
Yeah, I think I do like to keep it open to interpretation, of course.
Of course.
But I really, I wrote this song kind of about realizing how bad the situation is only when it's over. So that's kind of about like the room is filling up with smoke, but you don't even know kind of that it's happening until that person's gone, and then you actually can see the situation more clearly. That's what it's about.
It's very interesting. Yeah. Since we're running short on time, I'm just going to go ahead. We have two questions for you. One from Peter himself, Mr. Peter Boonstra.
Hey,
He
Peter.
writes, "Damn, thank you for the shout out, Charlotte. One question, only one. Did you start writing in English? Was this a conscious decision or just something that was easier to do?" Okay, well, or just
Yeah, I think it was easier to do, I think. I kind of found myself, like things sound a bit more cliche if I said them in Dutch. I think that's the main thing. But I actually have written a song in Dutch now that Peter himself actually has played some guitar for. No, some piano for, I'm sorry.
My man.
Yes.
You knew the question to ask.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but I haven't performed it anywhere. I don't know if I ever will. But he has made a great piano accompaniment to it. So
Lovely. Oh, I'm very excited to hear that. It reminds me of the band Gojira, because they're French and they always write in English. And then they were asked about that, and it's just like, yeah, French is like harder to write in. That was their excuse. Anyway, we got another question from someone you might recognize, Guusje Hessels.
yes, that's my cousin.
Yeah. Hi. I would like to say to Charlotte that she is doing amazing. Greetings from her cousin, Guusje. Am I saying that right?
Guusje.
Guusje.
Yes.
Yeah. My question, are the songs you just played also going to be available on Spotify? I would love to listen to them on replay. XXXXX. Love, Guusje.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Guusje. Yes, I want to put all these songs on an EP. Like these are the songs that I want to put on them.
Very good.
Maybe some more that are still in the making as well. But yeah, my goal is definitely to have them on Spotify so you can listen to them. But I can send you recordings too, Guusje. It's fine.
That's so cute. Yeah.
We chatted before the show. I asked you, but do you have any plans to publish anything analog?
Oh yeah. I think that not yet, but it's a great question. I haven't really put any thoughts into it yet, but it's definitely something I want to work towards. Yes, absolutely.
I mean, having your own vinyl would be
yes,
cool. Yeah. Well, I think we're kind of the time is ticking away. We got to get to the last song. What's the last song you got for us?
The last song is called "To Be Free." This is the one that's the existential question song that I don't even know how it happened. I don't even know how I wrote it. It's just questions and no answers.
Well, listeners, brace yourselves for some existentialism. Charlotte is getting ready back on the guitar.
Light up.
Light it up.
Lie back and enjoy.
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's hear some of that. Let's hear some of this.
Yeah.
"To Be Free" by Charlotte Hessels, live on Happy Hour FM.
When will I learn what to do, what to say? When will I know if I may? When will I learn when to stay, when to go? When will I know how it goes? And how could you not stay in every way? I know that we would never be that way, but she was never meant to hurt like me. Where should I stand? Should I try to be friend? When will it finally end? How do I know where to look, where to see? When should I ask you to leave? And how could you not stay in every way? I know that we would never be that way, but she was never meant to hurt like me. No one will come for me. No one will answer me. They will just say I am free, and I will never know how it works and where to go now, but I see, oh, finally the life will be just it will be. Why should I know where to go, who to be? Why do I have to be free?
Hell yeah.
What an ending to an amazing 5-song set.
Spooky, dude.
Did you say spooky? I wasn't scared, but I mean, I was
Spooky, creepy.
I was in wistful thought. Amazing. Thank you
Great.
so much.
Thank you so much for
That was
having
beautiful.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we are reaching to the end. Anything you want to
awesome.
say about that song, that to be free?
Yeah, it's as I said, I kind of wrote it out of nowhere. There wasn't really any deep meanings behind this one, at least. But I guess I kind of like that, and I like asking just the open questions, I suppose, and
Fantastic.
question you can think about. So yeah.
Sounds great. Well,
Justin, how much time do you have? Like 3 minutes?
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Charlotte, lyrically, do you have any more specific influences, like writers or poets, or just whatever comes from inside you?
I think mainly whatever comes from inside me. I
Okay.
think maybe in a musical way, more like I like the folky kind of vibe as well, and I like Aurora a lot. So I
Aurora,
think
yeah.
I take some of the vibes from like her, that I take some inspiration from
Nice.
from Aurora mainly. I think, yeah.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for playing for us, for coming out to the show, for having a fun chat. I thought it was a good chat, wasn't it, guys?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I've enjoyed it as well.
I hope that soon we get to hear more from you on Spotify, or more live shows, or more. Maybe you come back on this show. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Thank you so much for playing for us. Yeah.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much for having
absolutely.
me.
It was really
I've
great.
had a great time. Yes.
Quick shout out to Alexander for doing the tech side of stuff in the corner. Thank you. Wouldn't happen without him. Yeah, seriously, what a lovely show. I hope that the listeners at home got a chance to listen to something new, something fresh, something fun. And I mean, it does kind of suck that you showed them 5 songs and only one of them is on Spotify.
Yeah. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Soon trademark.
Soon. But yeah, please check out Charlotte Hessels on Spotify. Follow Charlotte at charlotteh.music.
CharlotteH.music, yes.
I asked earlier about publishing analog, but even digital, you still have like the little image that goes along with the song.
yeah.
Do you have any ideas about that? Like, do you think about that, like connecting the song to an image, to
Yeah, a bit,
visual
I
art?
think, yeah. And actually the art that is for Time to Grow, Miranda Green also made that.
I heard that. I read that, yeah.
Yes, so we had a little photo shoot in the Botanic Gardens in Australia. And she edited it, and I really like the nature kind of theme around it, and I think that I like to have that with my songs as well.
It's a great theme to have, yeah.
Okay, cool. Looking forward to seeing more of them on Spotify.
We are desperately out of time.
Yes.
But I guess it's as good as time of any. How do you say that? It's a good as a time.
Zijn je to M&M's. Break a chair or two.
Oh my. Well, thank you so much for listening to Happy Hour FM.
This has been Happy Hour FM. We have stickers now, so look out for them in the city near you.
Yes, look out for those stickers. They'll be on your bike, on your car, on your house. Charlotte, any last words to the public?
Check out my music, and thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. Okay.
Okay, that's it.
Bye-bye. See you next week.
Bye-bye.